Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Paul Lisnek and this is Comcast Newsmakers. We're coming to you from the state capitol in Springfield. We're in our beautiful rotunda. This hour's newsmaker is Lieutenant Governor of the state of Illinois, Sheila Simon. Today we're going to be talking about education and some ethics reform. Madam Lieutenant Governor, thanks for being with me.
Paul, thanks for coming to the Capitol. It's great to have you here.
Well, you have been one busy person since taking office.
I have.
And I know the governor has charged you, and you've accepted education reform as critical to what you're doing. So I want to start at the community college level, an area that some would almost say people don't think a lot about. You're out there visiting and trying to make a difference.
I have visited every one of Illinois' 48 community colleges, learned a lot at each stop. Community colleges are really unknown to some people for the tremendous work they do in terms of connecting students with opportunity and in terms of connecting local businesses with the trained employees that they need. It's a great matchmaking system.
So it's been a learning tour for you.
It has been a learning tour. My husband teaches at our community college down in Southern Illinois, John A. Logan Community College, so I know a lot about the open door policy of community colleges, how everyone who has an educational need is welcome, and the community college tries to fit the experience to what the student is ready for. So there's a lot of opportunity. There are also a lot of challenges that we have in Illinois community colleges.
Well, am I right? If my stats are right, the graduation rate of community colleges, it's around 40%, and you want to make a difference in that number.
Our terms of our population in general, our working age population, right now about 40% of us in Illinois have a college credential. We want to move that up to 60% by the year 2025, and that's going to take a lot more people getting bachelor's degrees, associate's degrees, and certificates that I don't want to overlook. Certificates in career fields at community colleges really make a difference in someone's employability, really make a difference in us as a state being attractive to employers.
You're also looking at the K through 12. It's not just the college world, but you've been looking at the primary education, and what are you finding there?
Well, what we're looking at specifically is a conversation that started off talking about school consolidation and whether there's a need for school consolidation in the state. What I've done is to reshape that conversation to say what we really need to look at is opportunity for students to have a rich curriculum and efficiency in using our tax dollars. Sometimes we can get there through school consolidation, and sometimes there are other means, whether it's pooling together to buy health insurance for teachers, to buy textbooks for students. There are lots of opportunities we have to make sure that we are spending our tax dollars wisely.
I want to shift gears a little bit and talk about transparency, ethics reform. Certainly in both of these years, for all of us that live in Illinois, we've seen the last couple of governors on their way to prison, and our current governor, I think, safe on that account. But one of the issues you're looking at is saying we got to open the books. This pay-to-play thing's got to end.
Absolutely. We need to be much more transparent in the state of Illinois. I have led the way. Right after my inauguration, I disclosed a very complete financial statement for me and my husband. On tax day, I disclosed our tax returns, and significantly, I've asked my senior staff members as well to disclose information about their income and assets. Public service is an opportunity, it's a calling, it's a responsibility that we shouldn't take lightly, and we should be willing to take an extra step in disclosing our personal information to make sure that people can check for themselves that we don't have conflicts of interest.
So you're setting an example. Are you also working on legislation so that we get that kind of requirement for everybody who serves the public?
I'm setting an example and frankly going beyond what I think most people would do, but just to show that it's really not too hard. And then what we're working on is reforming the Statement of Economic Interest. It's a 40-year-old form that's been around. Its target is a great idea. Let's have information available to the public about potential conflicts of interest. But the form is so poorly drafted that it really winds up being ineffective. We can do a lot better.
All right. Madam Lieutenant Governor, thanks. Didn't have a chance to talk about your group, Loose Gravel, but I love it.
Next time, Paul.
See you soon.
Thank you.
This hour's newsmaker has been Lieutenant Governor for the state of Illinois, Sheila Simon. I'm Paul Lisnek. Thanks for watching us here. This is Comcast Newsmakers. Bye-bye.